As everybody knows, I'm Michelle, and I am a community volunteer income tax program and outreach officer for the Canada Revenue Agency. I'm really happy to finally be here today for this 10-minute presentation, and I'm going to explain a little bit about our program, how our program helps people in the community get their income taxes filed, and also tell you a little bit about the volunteer opportunities we have within our program. It's a great way to help people in the community to get their income tax filed for free and get the benefits and credits available to them. So before I tell you about volunteering with the CVITP, I want to give you a little information about what we do. Our outreach activities at the CRA aims to raise awareness and educate Canada's target populations in understanding the importance of filing a tax return, meeting their tax obligations, and receiving the benefits and credits to which they are entitled to. We pursue, develop, and maintain partnerships with organizations that support these target populations. And we do this by providing virtual and in-person presentations to help raise awareness about the benefits and credits available and how to get them. Some Canadians need assistance to access their benefits and credits. The CVITP exists to help those in need by doing their taxes for them. CVITP is meant to help modest income Canadians complete their tax returns. Did you know that if you don't file your taxes, you may not get the benefits and credits such as GST, HST credit, or the Canada Child Benefit? If you are getting them and you don't continue to file your taxes, the payments may be discontinued. This money can make a big difference in people's lives by helping pay for everyday expenses like food, housing, childcare, and things like that. So for many people, filing a tax return can be a bit intimidating, so that's where we come in. Through the CVITP, community organizations across Canada host free tax clinics where volunteers complete tax returns for eligible people, so they can have access to their benefits and credits. The CRA offers training to our volunteers, and we even have a dedicated toll-free telephone line to support our volunteers throughout the filing season. CVITP volunteers prepare returns for free for people who have a modest income and a simple tax situation. Although sometimes community organizations may increase the suggested modest income amount if they choose. Generally, a modest income is less than $35,000 for one person and increases based on family income. A simple tax situation is if an individual has employment income or no income, or if their income comes from sources like scholarships or grants, or benefits such as CPP, DTC, EI, or social assistance. It's not a simple return if the individual or self-employed is self-employed or has employment incomes, has a business or rental income and expenses, file for bankruptcy, or other things like that. So our program has been around for over 48 years and has been growing ever since. In 2020 and 2021, we helped over 600,000 people by filing their tax return. Because of that, they received over $1.4 billion in refunds and benefits. Last season, despite the challenges of the pandemic, almost 3,500 organizations and over 15,000 volunteers helped more than 574,330 individuals across Canada. On PEI, we helped over 4,580 people by filing their tax returns. This resulted in Islanders receiving over $6.3 million in refunds and benefits. We've had over 110 volunteers, and 30 organizations helping individuals get their returns filed last year. I'm hoping you'll consider being a part of this amazing group. Volunteering with the CVITP is a great opportunity to learn new skills, network with others, and build your resume, and get involved with your community. How much and how often you volunteer is totally up to you. However, tax season is approximately from the end of February to the end of April, and this is when many of those in need are looking for help. You can file as many or as few returns as you like, whatever will fit your schedule. To be a volunteer at a tax clinic, you should have a basic understanding of taxes, be comfortable using computers and learning to use software like UPEI. Have a willingness to help people in the community is a must. Volunteers must also respect client confidentiality and protect taxpayer information. For anyone interested in becoming a CVITP volunteer, you will need to complete 2 important steps on our website, www.canada.ca/taxes-volunteer. So you'd need to register as a CVITP volunteer, and then you register for electronic filing through eFile. You will also need to think about which community organization you would like to be affiliated with for the program. And if you already volunteer with an organization, you can check to see if they already host CVITP tax clinics. If so, you can volunteer with their clinic. If not, you can ask them about possibility of hosting a tax clinic, and you may be able to start one for that organization. There are different roles for volunteers, but the main 2 ones are someone who prepares taxes for those who have simple tax return, and someone who has additional responsibilities and can access autofill my return. Autofill simplifies the tax filing process, and volunteers wanting to use autofill will have to go through additional screening and have a police record check. Sorry, just bear with me. I lost my pointer. For volunteers who aren't comfortable filing taxes, you can be a greeter and intake person who welcomes people to the clinic and ensures they have appropriate documentation and organizes the paperwork. Or you could be admin support, someone who books appointments for clients and sends reminders for them. Sometimes volunteer roles overlap depending on the clinic, and the roles may not be mutually exclusive. Depending on the clinic we intend to hold, we will mostly be looking for people who are willing to file taxes. Although if you wish to volunteer in another capacity, we'll do our very best to find the right fit for you. If you want to know more about volunteering with our program, and you can send us an email to the address on the screen, or go to canada.ca/taxes-volunteer. To find a CVITP clinic in your community, go to canada.ca/taxes-help. So this ends my presentation. And thank you so much for listening, and I hope everyone will consider volunteering for the Community Volunteer Income Tax Program.